We started this journey with our girls talk about almost a year ago. It really is just a place to get together and to share different topics of what females go through. Today, we get to hear from our lovely Vicki. She's been with our company probably only a couple months after us, I'm thinking anyways. We've been real passionate about our product, about where this is taking us. Vicki has the same heart as we do, and it is about getting healed, staying healed in the natural way. I know that we're going to be talking about collagen today. Collagen is a really important protein in our body. It is the main structural protein in our bodies. It actually makes up 25 to 35% of the proteins in our body, and it all is around the connective tissue, which is for the tendons, the skin, the bones, and the collagen. But remember, not all types of collagen is the same. Vicki's going to talk about that. Super excited to hear. I love it because Vicki, can I don't know how old you are, but are you open to sharing?
Of course.
Of course.
I'm actually very proud that I am 72.
She is 72, and I love it because she looks amazing. And I know she loves the collagen. Are we going to look 20 years younger? No, probably not. But whatever we can do to keep that collagen and that structural tissue together, go that long journey anyways. Vicki, I'm excited to hear what you have to say today.
Okay, well, I'm excited to be here, and sharing collagen is, oh my goodness. I mean, if everybody here on this Zoom has a testimony about collagen because we love it. We probably have more than a dozen bottles stashed away in our house because we love it and we don't want to be without it because we've seen what's happened. But I'd like to give a little bit of credit here to Tom and Shelley, our fearless leaders, because they show us so much love and support. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else but under their care. So I just thank you for that, Shelley. We all love you guys so much. They came from a business background. Shelley was an accountant, and they really know how the basics of doing home businesses is all about. They put their foot in the door and tried something new, and that's how we ended up all being a Trinot family, and yahoo for that. One thing that I know Shelley has always mentioned more than once is when you get up in the morning, you may not feel like getting dressed, putting on your makeup, smiling at yourself in the mirror, but do it anyway, because you know what? You'll feel better about yourself, and you know you look good when somebody comes to the door and you don't know who they are or whatever reason they're there, but you know you look your best and you feel your best because you have confidence in yourself. So it's important to start out that way. So thank you, Shelley.
Thank you.
So we'll get started with the collagen, what it does for you in the sense of your body and your looks, because you take care of the inside, the outside's going to show and glow. So, yes, I've been taking collagen since it came out, so we're probably, 4 years in, maybe 3.5. The benefits are amazing. I had to get different glasses. Even now I'm wearing half glasses. It's just something you deal with, and I'm glad to deal with it because I know my fingernails look good, my eyelashes are longer than normal, and my hair is thick and shiny, and I appreciate all that the glow does, the collagen does for us. So I don't want to not give you the ability to understand the confidence you get from doing this. And not only that, but your health. I've taken all the Trinot products, and I don't have a doctor. I'm not on any prescription drugs. That when I say I'm proud of my age, I'm proud that my health is where it's at. And I thank Trinot products for that. So I just wanted to get a shout out for that. So it's important to feel good. I think the thing to point out is the antioxidant support. We can't help but deal with what's in our world today. It's kind of out there, that's why in some ways we do spiritual warfare, because as soon as you walk out the door, you're dealing with the things that affect your body, your spirit, the family around you. The support you get with the antioxidants, I'll go into that in the next slide, but it does support your skin, your hair, and your nails, and improves your joint health. And I'm hoping there'll be a few people that want to share, what it's done for them. I might call them out later. I thought it'd be important to highlight some of the 5 things that they are listed in this flyer as far as the differences between our collagen and the powder collagen. We use a highly absorbable bioactive form of type 1 peptides. Our hydrogen process pre-digests the large protein molecule, breaking it down into a shorter digestible chains called peptides, which is really absorbable used by the body. Along with our enzymes is also something that breaks down the molecules too. So our body can absorb the nutrients and we get the benefits of the food, which isn't always known in our world today, how this all breaks down and works for us. Our collagen is liquid. This is a big deal right here because our competition is mostly powder out there. And when you use the powder, it doesn't really break down the same way. It goes through your stomach and it has to change its format, which reduces any power that it has to help you in that collagen world. So you're not getting near as much of what you need from the collagen. Ours is liquid. You just drink it and it absorbs right into your body. And we have different flavors. You can also just throw it in your smoothie. So it's a type 1 collagen. Our collagen is what they use in hospitals for people who have chemo because it's so highly concentrated and our body absorbs it quite greatly, because it doesn't actually break down in any form. It just absorbs into your body. So it's very helpful for those people who have cancer and can benefit from the fact that it's liquid and not a powder. It's convenient and ready to drink as easily as taking the cap off and go, which I do occasionally, just take it out of the fridge, which you don't have to refrigerate it, but I do. And so it's easy to take down, and there's no preparation like you would with the powders and worrying about cleanup and all that kind of stuff. So here is the antioxidants blend. Combination helps fight free radicals. Like I said, when you walk out the door, you're dealing with free radicals. You're breathing it in. And it's on your food if you basically have a garden. So, there's all kinds of things, unknown things that we don't know about. But the help of this is awesome, because it also says in here that the protection against all 5 of the major reactive oxygen species. Yay, again, for collagen. Type 1, 90% of your body is type 1 collagen. So now I notice when you look at the powders and how it's formulated and how they describe it, not very often do they ever mention they have collagen 1. They'll have a combination of a couple of them, but never collagen 1 that is added. And ours is all 1. So it's for your hair, skin, nails, tendons, organs, and bones. So it's like the glue that holds everything together. And your lining of your stomach is a big deal these days because of the unknown education that we need to take care of our gut. So it's a type 1 collagen. It triggers skin's renewal of grow and new skin, helps reduce sagging skin, fine lines, brittle nails, and thinning hair. Hyaluronic acid, normally occurs in every tissue in the body and is especially concentrated in the skin. It works strategically with the collagen to help boost new collagen levels in your body. It also moisturizes and smooths the skin. I know that also helps with different forms of arthritis and that kind of thing that runs through your body. So that's a good point. And along with our other products we have for beauty, this is just a must, and they blend together. And that's one thing Turnot's really known for, to blend all their products with other products to get the best from what you are taking. So I thought, let's look at some pictures of the outcome of people taking collagens. As we look at these pictures, I thought I'd give you a little glance of where my face was going. There's probably six years in between these 2 pictures, but this one picture of me with the hat on is before Turnot. I love the improvements. All I could say is that I won't be without collagen and our other beauty products. One of the things that I really appreciate going through Health Wealth Community page, and I want to put a plug in here, all our pictures that I'm showing have been approved by our staff they put it on the Health Wealth Community page on Facebook, which if you haven't gotten on there and you went on there, just talk to the person who's invited you today. So the highlight on this particular pictures is, a lot of the kids deal with acne. We have showing pictures here of people who have started on the collagen and possibly some of our other products to clear up their face. You feel good about yourself when you know you're working with your body to improve your looks, and nobody likes to deal with acne. That's a really good picture. I don't know if anybody on here has a testimony to that, but
I will. I wasn't as regular about using the collagen. I use everything, but when I had COVID in November, I lost probably half of my hair. I mean, I had spots that I had to, especially up here in front, I had to kind of try to comb it over, get a few hairs to cover a bald spot. The collagen, I mean, you can see, I have it very thick. I have all my hair.
Yes.
It was pretty amazing.
Yes, and Billy is 76 years old. She doesn't look it.
77.
77, okay. You snuck up on me. She is not on any prescription drugs. Her and I are just the oldest ones of the group here, and we just love our products. Thank you for sharing, Billy.
I have one, Vicki. So my hair was getting so thin, and I thought, oh, it's just old age, and I was sad, and I had been looking at different shampoos, to make it thicker. And so that's when our collagen came on the scene, and I started taking it, and I couldn't believe. Now, I never got the little hairs. I never noticed those, but my hair just got thicker. And then you know how things are when they're okay, you don't think about it. So even though I still had some collagen left, because I was just reordering it every month, I just sort of forgot to take it. And I was in the shower, and all of a sudden I had a clump of hair, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I started right back on it right away. And I was like, sometimes, you take a good thing for granted. And I think that's probably one of the hardest things is, like, I do not go without my enzymes. I love them so much, but because I saw such a difference, I knew to keep taking them. But I think when you have products that are so amazing and they make you feel so good, and then you just kind of forget and take it for granted. And so I made sure now, even though it wasn't that I ran out, I make sure my collagen is on the auto ship. And I always get two, because then shipping is free. So
there you go. That's what I do also. Thank you, Lori.
Okay, I'll share one. Well, actually, I'll share Tom's story. So this isn't just for females. It's for males as well. He started having a bald spot in the back of his head, on the top of his head, and he could see it when we would go to church. They have the screen on, and the camera was pointing back at the back of his head, and so then he could see himself on the big screen. And so he realized that there was a bald spot back there. Then all of a sudden he started taking the collagen. He noticed that there was no more bald spot anymore. I mean, it took a little bit. And then you were talking about the eyelashes. So we moved over to Spokane, and I ended up, for the first time in my life, and I think it's because, I don't know if it was stress or just the drier season or whatever, I ended up getting a sty in my eye. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never had a sty in my eye before. So I had to wear my glasses. I couldn't wear my contacts anymore. And so I've been started wearing my glasses, and noticed that my eyelashes are constantly rubbing against my glasses. So my eyelashes are growing, and I'm like, it's annoying, but at the same time, I really need to be thankful, because I actually was concerned, because I felt like I was losing my eyelashes, and the older that you get, the less you have. Now they're rubbing against my glasses all the time. I'm about ready. My sty kind of went away, so now I'm going to move back into my contacts again, but I thought that was interesting. And the other thing was just the same as Billy. When I had COVID, I started losing a lot of hair. I doubled up. Well, actually, I think I tripled on my collagen. And then all of a sudden, within a week, I looked like alfalfa. All those little baby hairs were standing up. And I was like, oh, praise the Lord, because I was getting pretty concerned. I told Tom, I said, I really think you're going to have to go and get me a wig. I already have fine, thin hair, you know, and you're going to have to go give me a wig. So anyways, I'm super thankful for our collagen.
I don't know if you can hear me. I've lost a lot of hair up here. In fact, you can still see that it's still filling in. See right there. Because of all the stresses I've gone through over the last few years, taking care of sick family members, this has made a huge difference. And what I've noticed is it will start to fill in and then the stress kicks up and then I start to lose again. But I'm on the right track. It's just so encouraging to me because when you start to lose hair, it's and I've got very thin, fine hair anyway, so it's very noticeable. Another thing that I just noticed, I hadn't even been paying attention, but I have a scar over my eyebrow right here on my cheek from a car accident I was involved in, and I didn't even pay attention, but it's almost gone now, and that was from the late 70s. And it's disappearing.
I have a testimony with this. Not that I have the arthritis in my knuckles, but I have a sister in the Lord that lives up in the mountains. Basically, it's hardcore living. I mean, she's out there doing what she does to make everything happen in her life, and it's hardcore. And she's been doing it for a number of years. So I went and visited her and stayed the night up there last summer, August, I believe, and so I started sharing my products with her, and she immediately noticed her hands had started to loosen up in the sense of pain and that kind of thing. So she's on our products now. This can be a ministry. You know, it isn't always about the money. It's about how you can help people, and that's where my heart is, to make a difference in that world, because there's just so many people out there that haven't got the education or know that there's actually products that help. We have someone on our team who also has had this experience, and it shows off her hands when she can. So this lady was bound in Eterna, I believe, to change the way her belly looks. You can tell it's 6-week collagen loading, 3 doses a day. So our body is just craving this stuff, and you can see the difference. It's amazing. Loading is a lot of people do that. All right, well, I can relate to this picture because that's, you know, my aunt and my mom both have this like jowls.
Yeah.
And so I've noticed, you know, that it's wants to creep up on me, but it's staying back. So, but look at the difference in this. Don't think it's like a month in between. So yeah, 3 weeks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can imagine how she feels. Oh my goodness, who is this?
It's Lori.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I got a memory that popped up, and it was the one with the gold shirt. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I ran to the mirror and I was like, look, oh my gosh, it was so crazy.
I love it.
Take a picture.
That is so awesome.
That's awesome. You couldn't have gotten that one better, Vicki.
I know. You know, everybody's been talking about their hair growth, whether it's your eyelashes or you're on top of your head. So this is a good picture to show the difference. There's not too much difference. I mean, in the time period, it was like 3 weeks or something. Okay, so this is a picture to confirm that it's not only women that want to have hair growth or not get bald spots on the back of the head on the video in the church. That just confirms this on for men. All right, and scars, we already had our testimony. I know Marcus has a testimony on scars also.
Share for him, if I may.
Yes,
sure.
Yeah, you know, he heard Joe Ellen talking about the scar tissue that was fading or disappearing from a C-section she had like 40 or so years ago. And my husband, you know, he just kind of started touching his chin where he had a scar tissue from an accident several years ago. He might have been a late teenager at the time. He couldn't feel it anymore. You know, he was just starting to rub his chin there and just realized he didn't have it anymore either, that scar tissue. So he was really amazed. And just to share, just like you said, it's not just for women. You know, he's taking Glow as well regularly as I am. He's found that his knee joints don't bother him because he runs. He's done like 2 marathons previously, and now he's getting back into running, and his joints have been feeling good. So that's my husband, and I know I don't share a lot, but for myself, I too had COVID in January. And it wasn't until late May that I started taking Glow after being introduced to it. Prior to that, my hair had been falling too. After a shower, it would be covered with hair, a bathroom floor covered with hair. But then after a few weeks of taking Glow, I thought, oh, I only see one hair strand on the in the shower, and I wanted to take a picture of that, but nobody would really like appreciate it as much as I do or my husband does. So I just thought, wow, it is working, and I don't do the collagen load. That was new to me, hearing that. So I just do the two tablespoons a day, but I like hearing about the collagen load that it gives you. Seems like it has faster results.
Yeah, thank you for speaking up. I was in a car accident when I was a senior in high school. They almost lost me on the table a couple of times, so I haven't talked about this very much, but they took my spleen out. So I have a scar all the way from my belly button up to my chest area. So, and I hadn't really looked at if it was gone. I also had a big gash on the back of my neck, so I've had a scar there, and I can't feel these anymore. I mean, on the back of my neck, I don't even know where it is. And the one on my stomach, of course, there's still going to be a line, but it's discolored. So that's crazy. I hadn't even thought about looking, but.
Well, thank you for sharing. I wanted, Vicki, you just do an amazing job. Seriously. I love how we're just getting more educated. And I want to share with just a little. These are real life testimonies. We really do brag about our products because our products are amazing. Hands down, I have searched for years. I'm 57. I've never been on any medications, but I've always searched for the natural ways of things. Doesn't mean that I don't have battle with things. Just like yesterday, felt like the cold was coming on, and I said, oh no, I don't have time for a cold. We have a vitamin C, and then I got out my apple cider vinegar and lemon and honey, and boy, I'm drinking it like a tea. Woke up seriously feeling so much better. I know we're talking a lot about hair, nails, skin, and things like that, but our collagen is so much more than that. There's more collagen in our bones than there actually is calcium. And so people are so geared on, I need to take my calcium. But the problem is that there's the wrong calcium that they're taking. And so it ends up getting hardening of the arteries because it's the wrong type of calcium that people are taking. There's more collagen in our bones. And so as we're getting older, and I'm, very cautious, not that I'm old or anything, but I want healthy bones. And so collagen to me is super important because I want those healthy bones. The Greek word for collagen, basically it's broke down in two words. One of the words is koala, I think it is Kolla, and that literally means glue. So it's the glue that holds our body together. There's so many people out there that are on so many medications, and they say statistically, people are living longer, but the problem is that it's the quality of life that they're living. So that's what we are all passionate about, is the quality of life that we're living. And I'm going to share on just a few other products that we have, and then 5 minutes on the business side, and then we will be done. We don't have a lot of products. We just have a handful of products. What we have really works. Our products actually work. So we have an enzyme. Vicki was talking about this earlier, and how everything that we eat needs to be broken down so that it can be absorbed into our body, all the nutrients. We have an enzyme. It's a full spectrum enzyme that actually breaks down all the foods in our body, helps us to be able to absorb anything that we've eaten, all the nutrients, and then pass through what our body does not need. I will say, you hear people, they're in maybe they've went on to elderly home or something like that, and they're living on Ensures because they can't eat anything else. It's because they've lost their enzymes to be able to break down the foods. With our enzymes, because it's a full spectrum enzyme, anyone who has digestive issues or anything like that, I tell you, you want to be on enzymes because our bodies do not reproduce enzymes. Once we use them up, it's like a savings account or bank account. Once you keep withdrawing every time you're eating cooked and processed foods, you keep withdrawing from it. And as soon as you're out, you're out. And then all of a sudden, if you are starting to feel like, I used to be able to drink or to do dairy. Now I can't. I used to be able to eat meat. I used to be able to eat ice cream, and now I can't. That was Tom's big deal. Or pizza, whatever. And now on our enzymes, boy, I tell you, He eats anything and everything. Today we talked about our collagen and how it is hands down compared to anyone else. And just a side note on that, the big thing out there is collagen, but powder versus liquid, I tell you, powder, by the time it actually has to go through your digestive tract, and by the time it gets through your digestive tract, there's no use for it. So with ours, it just, like Vicki said, it automatically just absorbs into the body. You want a high quality collagen and you want it to be liquid and hydrolyzed, and we do really have the best. Renew, it reduces blood glucose levels. There's so many things that it does. It's a vitamin E, and vitamin E is super important. It has 2 different vitamin E's in it, which most only have 1 vitamin E. Boost, it improves our blood flow. It supports a healthy heart. That's what you really want. If you want a healthy heart, Boost is it. Helps your body create a nitric oxide, enlarges the blood vessels so your blood can actually flow through. We know blood restriction is a key to what happens when there's a heart health. We have a Nourish meal replacement. It is actually really good. I love it. I have tried a lot, and a lot tastes chalky, but these are really good, and it is sustaining. Mojo, I know Vicki loves Mojo. It's our coffee. Vicki, you would laugh because we ran out of Mojo, and Tom was not happy. So he had to go to the store and buy coffee, and he's been like, I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff. It is actually the good for you coffee. There's chocolate. It gives you a high, will not give you a crash. Let's put it that way. So it's not like a caffeine drink and then just crashes you. It actually gives you clean energy that just keeps on going and kind of brings you down slowly. So it won't give you the jitters or anything. CBD is a whole new world. I was against it because we were associate pastors. So to me, it was get high thing. And I said, no, we can't do that until we educated ourselves. And the education behind CBD is amazing. And I tell you, our body is craving the CBD. It is craving what it needs. It unlocks all of the keys. Your body is. And then Balance, which is a multi-mineral vitamin. This is kind of the unsung hero, but I will tell you this, that if you're battling COVID or you know if people are battling COVID, I tell you the 2 things was the multi-mineral vitamin and the collagen is what got me through that. Balance, I just overdosed on it, not really, but I just did it kind of like a collagen loading with the Balance as well because my body was just craving that and it needed that. And so it helps me to really bounce back. The Focus has the vitamin B's in it, and so that's automatically brain food, and so super good for you. And then Optimize is actually a proteolytic enzyme, which is an enzyme, doesn't work exactly like the Enrich enzymes, what I was talking to you about. It will break down some, but what it does it goes after scar tissue. There's a couple more products that we have out there, but those are our main products, and we absolutely love them, and I promise you, they are life-changing. And we've been going on this journey for about 4 to 5 years now, probably 4.5 years. It has been life-changing for us. I'm going to spend just a couple minutes on the business side of it. There's many of us that have chosen to do a business, and you can earn from 25 to 50%. Initially, you can earn 25%, and once you hit our first rank, you can earn 50% commissions. So if you decided to become an associate and you just told one person, just as an example of if I've reached the Jade position, I would get 50% commission on just selling my first bottle of CBD. It's a really, really, really good way to make money. I mean, I think it's like $45 that you can make. That's 50% commission. That's pretty darn good because considering the competition starts you out at 2% commissions. You get to do a 10 and 3, and that's getting 10 customers and 3 associates, and you will get $1,000 bonus, and that's on top of all your other rankings. So you'll get paid for your rank, and then you'll also get the $1,000. So anyways, it's a great way to make money. It's really easy, and it's fun. We don't make this like a sales thing. We really do share and care about people. People really do understand that. They know if you really actually care about them or not. My passion has always been just to help educate people. Now, not everyone is always going to receive what you have to say, but many times people have come back to me. That's what's kind of been cool about it. Our final thing is a Jeep bonus. I don't think Joellen's on here, but she just made Jeep rank, which didn't take her very long. And you get qualified to earn a Jeep, and that's the first position. So many of us have earned our Jeeps. We've been being paid for our Jeeps. Tom and I, we have 2 Jeeps. We've been being paid about 4.5 years now. Never not been paid for our Jeeps. We get a stipend of $600 a month. I know Vicki has a Jeep, right? Patty got her Jeep. Billy's got her Jeep. Donna's got her Jeep. Angie, did you guys get a Jeep yet? I know Lori has a Jeep. And Juvie, I think they're working towards deciding to get one too. So this has been an exciting journey for us, and we love sharing. And again, it's not about being a salesperson. It's really about caring about people and their health. And so when you care about people, people know that and they see that. It doesn't matter how much money you have in your bank account, because Tom was so sick at one point for quite a number of years. We would have given up anything just for him to be healthy. Health is important. You can't get it back. Well, you can get it back, but you can't do anything without your health. So it doesn't matter how much money you have. Like Tom always says, I hear him, Steve Jobs died at 50 some years old or something like that. And he was very wealthy. And I think he would have given anything just to have his health back. Go ahead and ask questions. We will answer to the best of our ability.
I want to say, first of all, I'm a 1-year cancer overcomer as of yesterday. And so, thank you. And then I wanted to ask, how does this interfere, or do you know this? Does it interfere with medication? And I'm not taking any medication right now. I'm doing it all plant-based, and I have a naturopath that I'm working with. None of your products will interfere anything else, right?
So what we tell people is always work with your doctor. I would take them in. I would take the ingredients in, but ours are all plant-based. Thank you for asking that question, because none of them interfere with any medications. The only one that we say is
I think it's the boost you're talking about.
The boost. You're right. It is the boost with people who are taking high blood pressure medications. All right. Well, the person that invited you, if you have questions, go ahead and get with them. If they don't know the answers, we are available. Thank you for coming on today and just learning a little bit.